Bringing Alan Nuckman. He's a chief market strategist at St. Paul Research. Alan, happy Monday to you, sir. I know you got your eyes on WEIBO. This is a trade you're looking at to get long.
Yeah, I would hope that great minds think alike. And hey, it's great to have your guys back in the studio and get the band back together.
That's right. Thank you, Alan.
It's all happening. All right, let's get to WB. All right, it's a stock that's traded sideways between 45 and 55 for 4 full months right here. This 45 is an incredible super support level. It's also the 200-day moving average. It's also the 52-week midpoint. So I'm looking at the August 45 call. So that's the way I'm looking to play. This is a stock that's down 25% from its February top. But, you know, so many positive things are happening in the market. I like the action from last week, even the fact that we sold off a little bit. The S&P made new all-time highs on Tuesday, and the 10-year note yield was negative on the week, even with all these inflation fears. My numbers here that I wrote up before the Fed came out was looking for the Eurodollar was telling us there's going to be 1/4 point hike possibly in 2022 and a half point in 2023. Nothing changed. Let's move forward.
Okay, so moving forward means buying calls, baby, right?
Why not? Who's smart enough not to buy calls at this point? At some point, you know, the markets will change, the fundamentals will change, and interest rates will make that choice a choice, whereas now it's not. So we've talked about this total comeback and takeoff in tech, made new highs and actually positive on the week last week. So that's pretty incredible. And we've talked about Twitter, we've talked about Intel, we've talked about Apple, that have all been buy the dips here recently. We've seen the tech comeback. So this is nothing new here.
Okay, so you're approaching WEIBO kind of from the same cloth, but the China charts, they do look meaningfully worse than our own U.S. tech.
Today, right now, but I
like 3 months.
Because you're buying some time, and what we're seeing is, again, a rotation from good to bad to buy because it has better reward to risk. And we've seen this over and over and over again. And now the Dow is down 5% when the Dow had been the leader. And now tech is taken off. So it's just a constant rotation to get better risk reward. So let's see if China can do the same thing. China's, I think, negative this year, whereas the S&P obviously is up 10% in 2021. So again, it's a super support level to lean on as a trader. This is what you love to see. This range between 45 and 55, lean on that 45, looking at the 45 call, and the best part of this is that the option and this in-the-money option will provide a big payoff if there's a modest move in the underlying stock. A move up to 55 in the top of the channel would put this option $10 in the money, and a breakout of this sideways channel targets 65. This option would be $20 in the money.
Okay. So, Alan, the U.S. versus China tech, I mean, it sounds like you're looking for China to kind of follow that recent strength that we've had. So in that sense, I'm going to just kind of put words into your mouth here. I mean, look, it doesn't seem like you want to buy some of these U.S. tech companies now that they rode all the way back. You made those trades with us. You hit a lot of those trades, but it looks like you need to go elsewhere now to find opportunity.
Exactly. You got to get out when the getting's good. You want to be a seller when things look the best. You want to be a buyer oftentimes when things look the worst. So now I'm looking at some other stocks and sectors, and maybe some of these commodities sectors that have finally turned over may give us a better re-entry. So it's about risk reward. I'm not a guy that likes to buy at the top. I'm going to use that a lot of times as an exit strategy, sell into strength. And if I sell too soon, so what? I'm happy with the way that this is performed, and it's been successful for years because we've been in a strong bull market. And so I just don't want to break the bull.
Okay. Alan, the bull, your bull, Alan, hasn't broken.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've been in the right trade here, and it certainly has been useful getting a bunch of these calls on these big tech companies. So we'll be watching the WEIBO one as well. I appreciate it, Mr. Nuckman, as always.
Thank you.
Chief Market Strategist at St. Paul Research. Let's talk a little ETF and macro connections next as Bitcoin gets hit overnight. Is it China?